Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 1970 MG Midget. This is a car that's been totally restored and was purchased by our customers. Owned it for a little over a year. I was just looking at doing something different. It's got a family now and needs more functional stuff. So I didn't know literally not a thing about these cars. This has been restored. Basically everything in the engine compartment is new. The body and the chassis, the frame are in really good shape. It's got the knockoff wire wheels on it. It's got new tires on it. We've got the mallets in the back for the knockoff wheels. And you can see the chrome and the trim is in good shape. There was literally no dents or dings on this thing. The paint's in really good shape. It's really clean. You can see the tonneau cover is clean. I'm not going to put the top up, but I've got a lot of pictures of it on our website. There's no rust anywhere. So all the markers and lenses are in good shape. There's a little crack in this one on the left. But everything's operational as far as we've been able to go through. The hazards, turn signals, wipers. So here you got an indoor cover. So you can see the trunk is in good shape. So there's your mallets. So that was the original wheel. So our customer, the customer before him had it painted. So they're black now. But really clean, really nice car. I mean, I know hardly anything about these things. It drives nice. It's a 3-speed manual transmission. It's no problem to park, I'll tell you that. Finding a parking spot's easy. That's going to be no concerns. So he took me out for a test drive. It drives straight, it drives really nice. It starts right up, it runs smoothly. So you can see again, like the lenses, all the trim, all that stuff is in really good shape. It's currently titled and registered in the state of Oregon, and it was redone last July. So that was just recently performed. Let me pull the hood up real quick. Show you the engine compartment. Let's see if I can do this without. Yeah, there we go. So you can see the underside of the hood is clean. And the engine compartment, really clean. So all that stuff, you can see all the hoses, pipes, belts. I mean, all that stuff is new. The shroud, the fan. Really clean, really nicely done. So I think they left the upholstery alone. So there's a small split here in the seam. We're not going to do anything to the interior. I mean, it's just what you see. So you can see the door panel. I mean, it's in good shape. So I'll get in and start it. So you have a choke here, a manual choke. I probably should have pulled that out. You pull that out and just twist it to the right. So I'll leave that going. So there's stereo, there's two things. So the stereo was installed, but it's not, has not been wired. So that would need to be done. Here, hazards, so hazards work. Emergency brake. So 4-speed, I'm sorry, I said a 3-speed, 4-speed transmission. The windows roll up and down easily. So if you're familiar with these cars, that's not necessarily a given. So does the driver's side, so up and down easily with no problems. Turn signal left works, turn signal right works. Wipers, all 3 of the wipers work. Not that you'd ever use them in a car like this. So your fan controllers over here. I think so. Lights, those are operational. I don't know. It looks like the interior gauges. So all the interior gauges are operational. And they are backlit. You're not going to be probably able to see them in this video. So the other thing is the odometer has not. The cable has not been operational for about the last 2 or 3 months. So that is in op, and we're probably not going to fix that. It would be an easy enough thing, but it's just, we're not something that we're going to deal with. So a disclosure there in the stereo. Those are the two things that would need to be addressed. So once it gets warm, it idles smoothly. I mean, it drives really nice. It's a nice car for the money. So anyways, and I don't know much about these things. So, oops, let me turn those all the way off. What I know is it was very well done when it was restored. I know my customers had it. We have a whole bunch of other stuff. I've got a picture. We have a roll bar. We have all kinds of additional parts and pieces for it. We have manuals and books and workshop manuals and parts, and there's a whole Foot Locker of that. We've got a picture of that. So there's additional, and if you want to put the roll bar in it, we have that. Just needs to be installed. So if you have questions or would like additional information beyond this, please feel free to contact us, and we can be reached at 503-227-2354. And thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.